Besama Ab, Weld, Wemafeskadus, Adawamla, Amen. Besama Ab, Weld, Wemafeskadus, Adawamla, Amen. Besama Ab, Weld, Wemafeskadus, Adawamla, Amen. Give thanks, blessed love, this morning, Monday morning, and it's the second day of the fast of the prophets. It's a 44-day fast leading up to the 7th of January, the Ethiopian Christmas. And it's a fast in commemoration with the prophets that foresaw the coming of Jesus Christos, Jesus Christ. And it's a time of contemplation, reflection, prayer, fasting up to 3 p.m. each day. There are some clauses, sometimes it's 1 p.m. or, different clauses depending on health and situation, context, etc. But there's guidance out there for that. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. One thing that I like about the Ethiopian Orthodox Church as well, that it's not a kind of a look at me kind of faith. It's very humble. And it says kind of wash your face. Don't be going around, oh yeah, I'm so hungry, I'm so hungry. Do you know what I mean? And it's not one to draw attention to itself, but it's to do these things humbly, in private and these kind of things. So God willing, I'll be able to do the fast. If not, then I'll say a prayer. Won't be too hard on myself. But each day is a new opportunity to do the fast. So we'll see how it goes. I did the Abisiom, the Great Lent fast, earlier this year, leading up to Easter. So, but every fasting day, even the Wednesday and Friday fasting days that we have in Orthodox, they're all, every time you come at a fasting day is all a brand new experience, and you come at it with good intentions. Um, so yeah, blessed love to all those fasting. Um, and yeah, you might have also noticed that when I did the sign of the cross at the beginning, I went from left to right, not right to left, as I normally do for these recordings. And well, yeah, one of the brethren, Tekla Selassie, pointed out that there was something wrong with how I was doing the sign of the cross. He didn't say what, but he just said there's something wrong. So I looked it up and looked at the detail and realized actually the Ethiopian Eritrean go from left to right, where all the other Orthodox go from right to left. And the meanings of the left to right is because the left symbolizes the west. It symbolizes the robber that was on the left side of Jesus and the crucifixion. It also symbolizes our time in Egypt, and it symbolizes also the prophets as well. Symbolizes the prophets and the vision of the prophets, where the right hand side is the coming out of the Israelites from Egypt. It symbolizes the coming out of Jesus from Egypt. To the promised land, and it symbolizes the New Testament, and it symbolizes the East and all those good news and the good things. Not to say that it's a binary good or bad, but it's a coming out of into the East. So it symbolizes that new day, if you like. So yeah, blessed love, give thanks for that lesson. And iron teaches, iron sharpens iron. And even though I'm a professor in my day job and PhD, doctor, etc., I never profess to know everything, as no man should. And doing these readings every day is exposing. Do you know what I mean? And I'm being vulnerable every day, thinking on my feet. None of it's scripted or anything like that. Coming at the Bible with the clean heart, clean intentions. And it's also why I try not to get into preach mode. It's very easy with the Bible reading to get into, yeah, we should do this, and it's teaching us that, and we should do this, and we should do that. And I try to not do that. There's some points, obviously, where I'm getting into the allegorical interpretation of a lesson and meaning and an example, but at the same time, try to be quite light on that and allow ones and ones to, take in their own interpretations also. Um, but also to try to stay within the narrative and the story and the direction, but with a light touch getting into the we should do this and the we should do that. It's going to tip into that sometimes, but that's not what I'm not here to preach. Do you know what I mean? I'm here to read the Bible. And again, these doing this in public way is a check-in for myself. You know, if I hadn't been doing it in this way, I probably wouldn't been out on day 48 without pause. Do you know what I mean? 58, sorry. I'm taking 10 days off my title, 58 days without pause. And I give thanks for the opportunity to do these readings. So just sharing it with ones humbly in case they're also interested in the journey or listening to the Bible with some interpretation afterwards. So yeah, give thanks. I wasn't expected to talk this long this morning, but I will do a different recording for this morning's reading. But I just wanted to leave this here in terms of these two kind of reflections on the fast of the prophets, but also the sign of the cross and the correction. You know, even with my students, you know, if I don't know something, I'll say, don't know, and let's look it up together, and we use it as an opportunity for research. And that's how I feel education should be, really. Come, you know, as a teacher, as an educator. So, same spirit with this. If I don't know something, I will. And we're all forever learning. Do you know what I mean? And this is a life journey. Um, and that's why I'm a humble servant of the Most High and don't profess to be anything other. So give thanks, blessed love, and I will see you in a moment with the next recording. But I might upload this one first. All right, then, give thanks. One love.